Hey y'all, welcome. My name is Jennifer. I am going to do a Q&A today. We talk a lot about luxury beauty here, by the way. I asked you guys if you had any questions for me, and I am excited to answer some of the questions that you guys asked on Instagram and here on YouTube, as well as Facebook. There are some really good questions, so I really want to get into it. I'm going to get ready. Here I have some products out in front of me. Who knows what I'll reach for. If I forget to mention any of the products that I am using, I will leave them down in the description box below. And without further ado, let's do it. Okay, so one of your questions was, why did you start your YouTube channel? And I've spoke on this a little bit before, but if you are new here, I'd love to touch on it again. I started my YouTube channel because it's interesting how many people in my quote unquote, I don't know, I don't want this to come across wrong, real life, I'm putting on lip balm, my BioKiss lip balm by BR. It's interesting because there's really no one in my quote unquote real life, meaning people I interact with on a daily basis. And a lot of people I interact on a daily basis now are on Instagram or YouTube or Clubhouse or things, Facebook. But it's interesting because there wasn't really anyone I could talk to about luxury beauty or just makeup in general, skincare. Oh, what's your skincare routine? Or, oh my goodness, I just found the best deal. Or Selfridges is having what's Selfridges? That's the thing I would get. And it's so nice to be able to speak to others about, here I am just sitting here talking to y'all, drinking my coffee. Excuse me. It's so nice to speak to others, to talk to people about something that you really enjoy, kind of like a passion. I am one of those people who loves meeting new people. I love people. I just love people. I love chatting with people. I really try to see the good in everybody. I don't know. I'm just one of those people who really enjoy getting to know others and really understanding others, as well as being able to connect with others. And this platform, as well as, other social media platforms, have allowed me to be able to meet other people like you guys who love luxury beauty too, who want to know the scoop on a product. I could talk products all day long. I mean, I think, and it's so nice, and it's really cool too to see that I'm not the only one. Because a long time there, I felt like I was kind of a little oddball out. That, oh, Jen really has she has this love for beauty products and this industry, learning about the history of different brands and formulations and things. I kind of love that nerdy side of the beauty industry too. I'm a nurse by trade, so that's what I went to school for. One of the questions too was, Jen, do you work? And I personally don't work right now. That was decided before the pandemic even started. My husband and I decided that right now, with everything going on in my kids' lives and everything going on with his work, that it just made sense for us to be able for me to stay home and for me to be that person, because he would travel and stuff like that when it was, when he could travel more. Yeah, it's just one of those things that it was a lot for all of us, and I loved my job. I did. I really loved my job. What I primarily did was a lot of analytical work, and a lot of that, there's so many sides of nursing, guys, and I went and got my master's degree in nursing informatics. So for me, nursing informatics and being able to do analytics and see how we could help others more was really, it really filled your cup, It was really cool to be able to help others. And I worked at the bedside. I did a lot of, of that as well. But that's what I did at the end of, when I decided to leave. And I miss my people, and I miss the, I know, I love spreadsheets and all that. I'm rambling on, but anywho's, but this is something that I really love too, and it kind of fills that for me, if that makes sense. So I have a little something for myself. I think that's the hard part that's what I was nervous about when I stopped working. I don't know why I'm getting into this, like, whole stop working, because that's what really drove me for the longest time. And when I had my kid, I kind of had this realization that, wait, I'm something more than my kids. I mean, that sounds bad, but I am me and they are them. And yes, they're babies right now, but in 10 years, which it's been 9, I have 2 kids, by the way, they're going to want a little bit more independence. They're going to be able to dress themselves, feed themselves, all the things. And I really wanted almost find myself again, because when you have kids, you kind of lose a little bit of that in a way, which is quite humbling. Yeah, it's almost a rebirth in yourself as well as when you have a child. I'm sorry, I might get a little emotional. And that's really why I started, because I was watching a lot of other YouTubers, some OG creators here on YouTube, and it was just so fun to see how much they enjoyed it too. And I'm like, I really want to talk about stuff I like too. And that's why I started my Instagram. I started that over 4.5 years ago, and I had no idea what I was doing. No idea. I Googled almost everything. I started my YouTube channel a couple years ago, but I didn't really get into it. Started posting regularly, and when I say regularly, at least 3 times a week, until this past year in 2020, or the last year in 2020. It's been a journey. It's been a slow journey for me. I do this because I love it. If I end up not loving it, then I won't do it anymore, because that's not the point. Do I have goals, and do I have things that I really want to do for this channel and my Instagram and things like that? Of course. I am very aspirational. I think the sky's the limit when it comes to anything that you want to do, and I tell my kids that too. But I have to enjoy it, and I have to enjoy it with you guys. And that's my number one. That's really reason why I started my YouTube channel, why I started content creation, why I love what I do, and kind of a long-winded answer to the question, but and really what I do, or what I did, and what I went to school for, and things like that, so you can guys get a better sense of who I am. I do have 2 kids. I have a little boy and a little girl. Sometimes you'll see my daughter on Instagram. She loves to do my makeup and play and things like that, so that's always fun. But yeah, they are growing up, and it's going way too fast, like everyone said it would. Everyone said it would, and it does. But I mean, I just feel honestly blessed to have 2 really healthy kids, and I'm very thankful. I'm very, very thankful. Do you think you'll ever go back to nursing? I don't know. Maybe. I never close off anything like that. I am always open. I love it. I love the profession. I think it's such a great profession. It is I love it so much, and sometimes I miss it, and sometimes I do think about going back and having the 9 to 5, because sometimes it's nice to have a 9 to 5. But then again, I'm really thankful for the time and the ability to be able to stay at home with my kids, even though some days are really not the easiest, especially since we're homeschooling now. That's sometimes tough. But when you look at the overall, in the moment, it seems really hard, right? But when I sit here and kind of reflect back on everything we've done and everything we've done together, it's really been worth it. And it's something that I'm very grateful in. You know, I am very thankful to my husband for, you know, he puts in a lot of effort to allow this to happen, and he works really hard to allow me to be able to stay home with the kids. So my answer to that is maybe. You never know. How long did it take for your platform to build? Since before 2017, your Insta started then. How many years? 4.5? That's about right? 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. Yeah, 20. It's been 4.5 years or so. I think that it is kind of like I said before, it's been a little longer journey. Everyone has a different journey, y'all. And it's not to compare. It's easy to put yourself in this comparison type mode, especially on social media. I mean, it's just easy to do, and I've done it before. You know, it's one of those things where you're like, oh my goodness. And I'm just being raw and honest, because I think it's important that what I've learned over the years is that it's not about numbers, it's not about likes, it's not about any of that. It's about who you connect with. And for me, that is the utmost importance. And at first, I didn't understand that, if I'm honest, because I was new. I started social media, I had no idea what I was doing, okay? So I didn't know what I was doing. I had no idea what the algorithm was, although I did do analytics and all that. You know, it changed all the time. And what I soon realized, and you know, at first I thought it was like, oh, it's all about getting all these likes and comments and all these things, but you soon realize that one, you have to start somewhere. For me, everyone has a starting point. Everyone has a journey. Everyone has different goals. And for me, the goal of connecting with others and having a sense of community with others is what I wanted. You know, there's so many people that started at the same time and have larger followings. But, you know, there's so many people that at the time I was like, oh my gosh, they're growing so fast. And you can get into this kind of mind trickery almost of like, oh my gosh, I need to grow that fast. But I had to step back and say, okay, why am I doing this? Because this is not why I'm doing this, right? And it made it so much more enjoyable. I loved it so much more. And it's just something that you learn as you continue to do it. So, anywho's, that's kind of like my 2 cents on Instagram starting out and things like that, because you have to start somewhere, and if you don't start, then you'll never know. But always remember why you started and what the meaning behind why you started is. That's important. All right, someone asked me, what are my top 3 luxury brands? I have a video coming on that soon, probably within the next month or so. I've been trying to plan out my content. And that's something that is a goal of mine too, because a lot of times I love the spontaneity of some content, because that for me is real and things like that. But I do like to have things planned out sometimes too. So I'm trying to be better about that. I can't promise. I'm always, you know, it's funny because I've always tried to start a schedule or something like that. And I try, guys. But if I'm honest, with the last year and everything, it's hard. It's hard. So for me, when I'm able to post, I post. And if I can't, I'm not going to beat myself up over it because, you know, life happens. It is life, and there's only so much we can do. B from Chanticleer. Look how beautiful this is. I love it. And I mean, this was one of my favorite things that I've purchased this year, you guys. It's this Chikuhodo F01, but I got it engraved with Just Glow Firefly on it. Isn't it fun? Okay. Another question. How do you store your makeup? I'll do a video on that too for you guys because that could take a whole video. So if you guys want a how I store my makeup video, I mean, if I'm frank right now, there's stuff everywhere because, yeah. Because I like to organize and try to do things by video, but sometimes it's just a little out of control sometimes. I'm just being honest. Okay. If you could only wear 2 makeup categories for the rest of your life, what would they be? Example, eyeshadow and foundation, foundation and eyebrows. Oh, goodness. That is tough. Y'all are coming in hard with these questions today. Let's see. If I could only use 2 makeup products, what would it be? Maybe, well, mascara. Definitely mascara. I'm using the YSL one right now. Mascara Volume, the curler, Fossils. So we're going to use that. Probably mascara and maybe lipstick. I know, I should say, can I put eyeshadow in there too? I don't know. Mascara and lipstick. That's what I would pick. That's hard. I'm going to use this Gucci lip liner for my lip. Another question I was given was, who are your favorite makeup artists, things like that? There are so many makeup artists I really love. But I think my top 2 that I just adore are Bobbi Brown. I really love Bobbi Brown. I just think she has a really great aesthetic to her makeup. It's clean and natural. Now, is it something I would wear all the time? No, because I love to glam it up too. But you know who I feel like I really resonate with is Hannah Martin. I feel like she's just so naturally glam in so many ways, and I just adore her. I love Katie Jane Hughes. She's a little bit more editorial, and I kind of love trying that style. I wouldn't say I'm very great at that, but hey, it's fun to try. Some makeup artists that I just really enjoy right now. I'm trying to think if there's others. Those are the only ones that come to mind right now. There were some other questions, but they would make great videos, y'all. I mean, because this is already really long. A really long video, and I think, you know, what are those favorite products from every category, if you had to pick, and things like that. So those, I think, would be great questions to answer in a different video. But guys, thank you so much for sending in your questions. I really enjoyed sharing, and I hope that it helps you learn more about me. And yeah, it's so nice to be able to have this, to be able to share with you guys, because in the end, for me, that's all that matters. So thank you guys for being here. And if I didn't get to your question, I will try to get to it in a different video, so please be on the lookout. And again, I really appreciate you guys being here. And don't forget to subscribe. That helps me out here, and I really appreciate that so much. I don't like to ask people to subscribe because I don't want y'all to subscribe if y'all don't want to, but if you want to subscribe and stick around and those things, that would be amazing. And liking and commenting, those all help as well. So thank you guys. Thank you for your support and love. And I will leave my latest video right here, and I'll see you over there. Bye, y'all.